Hey gang, I'm driving to a town called Manitou, Oklahoma. And right here, if you can see it or not, I used to live in a house that sat here years ago. There's a trailer there now. But yeah, looks like somebody put him up a house right next to the yard where I used to work at and live at. I mean, this is the yard right here. There's an old cellar there where pictures and stuff are at. It's like cruising around. I guess the house wasn't there after all. But this is an old park right here. Show it to you. This is an old park here. It used to be a high school here years and years and years, like the early 1900s. But yeah, it got torn down by a tornado. It's still here. But yeah, I'm just kind of driving through here and where I lived as a child back in the 80s. Next stop will be the Frederick, Oklahoma Cemetery. Yeah, there's the water tower and the grain elevators over there. In here now, folks, out here southwest of Manitou. This is the old Manitou Town Cemetery. When I was a child, we used to come up and down this road, my grandfather and my two sisters, my mother and I. As you can see, it used to be paved. Now it's kind of just gravel and dirt. It looks like it's pretty well maintained, complete with gopher mounds. But yeah, I know I'm on my way to Frederick, but I just wanted to stop by here. It's kind of a memory lane thing, you know. Don't know if y'all can see them or not. Hopefully there's the Wichita Mountains. Northwest, there's Mount Scott. Of course, there's Manitou down there. And Lawton is way over there. You can't even see it, but yeah. And there's a lot of people don't know this, but originally the town of Manitou was a town called Siboney. I think it was Siboney. And it was just a little ways west-northwest of there. And I know back over here, there's an old schoolhouse. Gosh, I forgot the name of it. But yeah, it was a consolidated school district. They consolidated it back, I think it was in the 1930s, 20s or 30s. But yeah, I was gonna go up this way, but it's sandy. Used to be, it was sandy when I was a kid, and it's still sandy up that way. And over to the right here, this tree line. When I was a child, you used to be able to see them all the way over by Hamsville, southeast of here. It's about 20 miles. Yeah, those things have died off. They're not as prominent as they used to be. But yeah, I still haven't got to the Frederick Cemetery yet, but I'm getting there. It's just some random stuff, gang. Yeah. A lot of, like, farmers and ranchers, they around here, especially when I was a kid, they had a lot of these granite walls they built with granite and earth to shore up against flooding, I guess, from the ditches. I was just looking at that, I was like, yeah, there's a lot of those around here near Frederick. I noticed that. It's pretty cool. I just thought I'd stop. It's like some random stuff on my way to Frederick, or the cemetery over there. Yeah, this is cool. There's like this, there's an arborvitae tree just like right there. It's just this random arbitrary arborvitae tree. Arbitrary arborvitae. It fits. Well, on down the road. Well, this over here, folks, is the Frederick Memorial Cemetery main office area. That's where I used to park my car. It's not the same car that I have now, mind you, but that's exactly where I used to park. And it's changed a little bit, but it looks the same overall. I remember having to, help trim those arborvitae trees. I used to mow all these cemetery plots. I'm going over to this tombstone here. It says AHHH. I thought maybe it might be Wanda Jo AHHH from when I was a kid. She was the music teacher. But actually, I think it's somebody that was related to her. She was the mayor there for a while too in Frederick. Though that truck there used to be a Dodge, that dump truck. They upgraded it, and that flat hilly area, little cliff area right there, used to be a burning pit. I guess the city banned that. We used to burn artificial flowers and that. I guess and I noticed the bin over there was empty. I guess now they have them recycled or something. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I went up to the office over here, but I forgot Sunday nobody's going to be there. I was going to look through the records in there, the books, see where Laverne, my old boss Laverne Wilson was buried. I know a guy named Topo Romero Longoria used to work here. Yeah, like I said, that was back in 2005, so. But yeah, I'm going to drive around a little bit, man. It's just weird stopping here, you know. Now, I've come here before. But yeah, there used to be like I said, there used to be a pit over there where we used to burn like old like fake plastic flowers and stuff. I guess that it's no longer allowed out here. Yeah, stuff's really changed. Old mesquite tree over there where those cows are at. When I used to work out here with some inmates, we used to cut branches off that and have us a little cookout. I used to mow all this in the summer. Used to trim these arborvitae trees. But yeah, I'm gonna drive around different spots. Hold on. This was always an interesting one right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, there's a lot of different stuff on it. I'm gonna go around and park over here and walk over. And man, this is weird because it's almost like, you know, I never left here. You know, looking around a lot of these stones, it's just I see some ones that weren't here before. Of course, like I said, that's 2005 when I left this. So it's changed quite a bit. Also, a lot of it's the same. Just looking around. So get over here to that big green metal one. You know, that's really interesting. The welding and the cutting, the torch work done on it. Like this one here is really cool because somebody actually put a bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey down there for someone. Try to get it in there just a little bit closer. That is really cool. Then over here, somebody left some toys at a child's grave. That's really sweet. It's really sweet, you know. That child might play with those toys too at night and whenever nobody else is around. Getting over here. Excuse me. And here we are. Smith family. Zoom out just a little bit. Velma. David. That's really cool. I think they might be related to the Smiths that own the Smiths Furniture, and it was an antique store on the east end of Frederick. Excuse me. It's really interesting, you know, that I'd wanted to visit that place I never got to, and I was talking to one of my former managers at J.C. Penney, and one day the people just happened to be in there, and she knew them, and she said, "Yeah, they're actually over here if you want to talk to them." I said, "Wow." That's really cool, though. God just like made that happen for me. At least I got to meet the people that owned it. It's strange how God does that, you know. But yeah, over here, there's a lot of concrete work that I helped. Some of it I helped pour and finish and everything. You know, it's cracked. That was back like, say, 2005. That's been almost 20 years ago. So yeah, I used to drive a brush hog out here on a tractor and cut the grass, the weeds out here, and there's some trees over here too that we planted. Some of them didn't make it. Some of them did. It's really cool. I see two over there. Look like they made it. There's some more arborvitae. There's a row of trees that we all worked together planting. Now we got those actually from here in Lawton at a florist. And it's walking over here across the way to the south. went up on some tombstones that are very recent. There's the Burkhart Chapel right there. I've been there a few times. It actually rained really bad one time and it like kind of flooded. Right here you'll see all these are fairly recent because of the dates. 2019 when the person died. Yeah. So some of this is dubbed. I had to because the wind was atrocious. I'm just kind of giving a recap of what I did. All the whistling, wind whistling. Pardon me. I think this is a really cool one right here. Yeah. I tried to hold it somewhat still. You know, I was trying to keep it moving. You know, so a lot of people, let's say somebody's around there and they might be nosy. What are you doing, man? Well, why are you videotaping that? You know, because some people they get offended by that, and I can understand that because that might be their family member. All these gopher mounts. You know, the man that I worked for, Laverne Wilson, he wouldn't have stood for all that. He would have on that. He was on that all the time about those gopher mounts. He was out there. We were out there. I thought it would be a little sunnier today, but catch your opportunities when you can, even if the weather's grave. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these out here. It's just really windy and stuff. So those white gazebos. Oh yeah, I remember trimming up those crepe myrtles around them. Kind of zoom in on it just a little bit there. Yeah, that's one right there. Yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. There was one guy, last name Edwards. He would trim specific ones over here. Excuse me. Yeah. There've been a few additions out here since then. Yeah. I remember this one, Flores. Yeah, it's so much is the same out here. Of course, there are things that are different. But yeah. Well, that's gonna wrap up this little video right here. Yeah, I just wanted to come over here and just kind of share that with you because I know I talked about it, how I used to work at a cemetery. And this is it. Well, as always, you all stay blessed, you stay safe, and you stay healthy in the name of Christ Jesus. Live long and prosper.